Yeah. So again of the day, here comes my face. Here comes my soul. It's not just only a face. There's a soul in the face because what is talking? What is talking is my soul. So what is talking is my soul. I want my soul to be talking. I want my soul to be communicating. I want my soul to be out there in the world. I want my soul to represent my body because my body cannot be everywhere, but my soul can be almost everywhere. So I'm gonna be using my soul too. First of all, I am going to be greeting you. I greet you. I come in peace. I greet you. How are you? How are you doing? Namaste. That's how the Indians greet. Of course, you have to begin by greeting people. Like, how are they doing? How are you? How is your day? How is your night? I don't know when you're watching this video, but I had to first greet you first because I believe in the African tradition society. In the African tradition society, it's about the manners. You carry your manners everywhere you go. Even if you go in the places where there's no manners, if you have African traditional society in you, you remember like you have the manners to greet people or to greet one another. So that's why I began by greeting you. Hi, hello, how are you doing? How is life? How is work? How is family? How is education? Whatever, how is that purpose that you're seeking in life? How are you making your life? What is that is in your life? What is taking all the time in your life? I had to ask you about it because I need to know, like somebody who needs to know, like somebody who needs to know. That's why I had to ask you, like, how are you? This video is also a question. How are you doing? How are you doing? Again, I'm late. I am an African. Is it that black people, we don't know how to keep time? Because I'm late again. Yet I know I'm supposed to be doing these tasks, but again I come late. I find myself that I'm late always. Why? The time in life can come when I'm early. A time in life can come when I wake up early. But I still find myself, I sleep a lot. My father will be really so angry. My father, for him, he doesn't care what time you slept. If he wakes up, he wants you up also. If you slept at 10, he doesn't mind. So every time I sleep a lot, I just remember. Every time I sleep a lot, I just remember that you slept a lot, man. And I had to report myself for accountability. Even though I know I am an adult, nobody will beat me. Even though I know I am an adult, nobody will caution me. But accountability. So that's why I had to come here and tell you that I slept a lot. And I have a challenge. I'm supposed to be running because I didn't just get this confidence that I have. Like I woke up one day and I become confident. I didn't just wake up one day and I became confident, no. I had to train for it by running every day. Running every day is one of the ways I became confident. But I'm not running. Since this year began, I'm doing poorly in running. I don't wake up like at 6. I'm supposed to be waking up at 6 and I go for running. But I sleep. Oh my God. Why do I sleep? Why do I sleep even? Some people say like when you dead, you are dead. That's when you are sleeping, right? That's when you sleep. So I have that challenge of waking up and I go for running. I have that challenge. I just pray to be good. I just pray to overcome that challenge. I have many challenges. I think I've told you of those challenges already, and I don't want to tell you more about those challenges. But I just wanted to tell you another challenge that I have of oversleeping, yet I now have to be doing the work. Nobody's gonna do this work for me. Nobody's doing this work for me because the work is in my head. I'm supposed to be doing it, whether I like, whether I don't like, because I have to be doing work. I have to be having something that proves that what was I spending my time with, like how was I spending my life. And this is one of the things, yeah. I think I'm in a public place. I should not fear to lift up my camera. Sometimes I fear lifting up. It's all fear, but sometimes I need to know, like, this is a public space. I'm allowed, because cameras are everywhere. If like the streets have cameras, it means also my camera is allowed. So I should not fear holding my camera as long as I'm like this. I'm gonna be working. When I'm late, every time I wake up late, I take this route because it's an easy route. I've told you already, life should give us options of hard and easy, short and long, options and choices for me to choose. So I know the other route. The other route, it's a long route. This one is short, and I decided to take a short route. Yeah. Don't ever believe that taking a short route is bad. No shortcuts. No. Life should have shortcuts. Yeah. In life there are no shortcuts. Who told you that? Who told you that in life there should not be shortcuts? Yet shortcuts are everywhere. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. I think I want to tell myself to be serious with the music, but I have challenges. I have to pay for the software. Yes, even if, like I've told you already, this music dream that I have in my head, I have to do it myself. Yes, I have to do the music thing myself. But I have challenges. The software we use, I had to teach it myself. I had to teach my production myself. I had to teach everything myself. But there are challenges. Oh God. I need to be talking about people's lives, man. I also have my life to talk about. So prepare your life, man. Always make sure at least you save money for hospital. I don't want to fall sick when I don't have money for hospital, man. For the medicine. At least you'd rather sacrifice things. But when you have money for the hospital, man, for the bills, for health, sometimes it's really good to have money for health. Let me tell you something that is making me feel sad. I told you, I'm staying at my parents' place by the time I was filming this video. And they cook food. I told you already, I don't like people deciding for me what to eat. That's what school used to do for me. School. They decide for me what I'm going to eat on Monday. And then they decide for me what I'm going to eat on Tuesday. They decide for me what I'm going to eat on Friday. No. I don't like people deciding for me what to eat. I don't. Because first of all, I'm very picky in the food. I'm a vegan. So I feel very bad whenever I eat food from home. Though I'm thankful to God, I'm thankful to my parents to even have food. But I don't like eating free things. I feel like I don't want, I should outgrow that stage of being fed. I feel like I don't want to be eating that food. But it's a place where you call home. Sometimes I ask myself, like, that's home. That's the place I call home. Even if the people I see, I cannot just come one day and I tell them, this is my home. Like, this is our home, no? It has to be a specific place where you call home. So your parents' place, it's also called home somehow. Though if you're a man, your home is your home. So I love eating from home. Yes, I love eating from home. And I'm going to develop this habit I don't eat anything outside if it's not from home. I will only be eating from home. Yes, so I just want to get myself together to really have. I don't like eating from restaurants. No, restaurants care about money. Yes, even if they are giving you food, but my food should be from home, like home. When you have that responsibility of home, like if you eat food from restaurants, your home will not have food, right? I feel very bad when I hear at home they are saying they don't have food. Why should our home be there without food? Yes, sometimes I feel very bad when they are saying that, like, they don't have food and they have to go and buy a kilogram of rice. That's why I felt sad. That's why I felt sad, like, because these guys went and they bought 1 kilogram of rice for the young ones, and also me. I have to eat on that 1 kilogram of rice. I should not be a burden to them. I should have already gotten away of looking after myself. I should have already gotten away of doing things myself. I don't know why life is doing like this to me. But I'm not the only one in this kind of life. Oh, did you just see that tree? Try to scratch me. I was still telling you, I don't like people deciding for me what to eat. Yes, I don't like it. That's how we used to even quarrel with my ex-girlfriend. Because I felt like I don't want it. Sometimes it's right. If you don't want something, you don't want it. I don't know if I will ever be in a marriage, man. Talking about grandkids. So my mother, it's like, I don't know. My mother will, I don't want to talk bad about her or something. But in African traditional society, if a child is grown, your parents expect you to bring a grandchild. But my parents have never even told me about it. They've never even asked me about a grandchild. It's like I'm not gonna say they don't want me to have a kid or something, but they are not even concerned if I should have a kid. Like the way in the African movies where when you are grown, when you are a man and you are grown, they start asking you, when are you giving us grandkids? When are you bringing grandkids at home? But for them, they have never even asked me that. They have never. I don't think they will ever even. They just want me to be a kid forever, right? Like I should not be a man. I should not also bring kids in the world. Because, hey, my parents, for them, they don't approve of it. So I should be like just there. No. I'll bring a child in life, I believe. And I want to have a relationship with my child. Whether grown, whether my child will be 2 years, whether my child will be 50 years, whether my child will be 70 years. I want to have a relationship with my child. If I ever get a child. Yes, I will not be like these Africans where they don't have a relationship with their kids because they're Africans. Oh, an African should not have a relationship with their son, with their daughter. They should not have a relationship. African parents are right. Even if they do something wrong, you should not even blame them because they are Africans. They are right. No. I know, like, you have the senses. When you do something bad, you know that you've done something bad. When you do something good, you know that you've done something good. Nobody needs to tell you that you did something bad. Nobody even, because you know when you do something, you differentiate between good and evil. You differentiate. That's how even the Bible says. They say, like, when you differentiate between good and evil, you like God. Not even like, but that's how they say it. So by chance I get to bring a child in life, I have for real. I have to have a relationship with my child. I need to cross the road, but I have to first wait. I have to first wait for them to finish. I was telling you, if I ever bring a child in life, I have to have a relationship. I have to be there for my child. I think that's one of the most fears that I have to even, because I know I just want to have a relationship and I teach my child how to be brave. I wanted to cross. I wanted to cross, but I saw an army policeman looking at me. I don't want trouble. I don't want drama. This is Africa. Even this can get you trouble. Filming. But I will just be brave. I told you already, my option is now being brave. My option is now being strong. My option now is being faithful. Oh man, I want to just cross the road. When I'm not filming, I'm very alert. But whenever I get to filming, it's like, it's very hard for me to cross while filming. Oh. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Yeah. So, I was still telling you about, if you ever give birth, you need to have a relationship with your kids, whether they are grown, and you need to support your kids whether they are grown or something, until you feel like your kids are now standing on their feet. Not this African mentality that a kid once he's grown, he has to be on his own. What's the importance of family? You have to be on your own because you are grown. I don't believe in that. Nobody should ever feel alone. Nobody should ever feel alone for real. And for these people in the Bible, for them, they were allowed to even have more than 100 kids. They were so rich. I don't know what disorganized Africa for real. Africa was, I think, was perfect before the colonialists. Somehow. Africa somehow was perfect for real before the colonialists. Somehow. Yes, we lacked some things, but our culture was really disorganized. I feel like the colonialists disorganized our culture. I am in 2025, but if I check and I compare how those people before lived, I really see how the only thing they have, we are better than them now is services. But in the way society was organized, I could be already married. I could be already having kids. Because marriage was arranged. You growing up knowing that that person will be your wife. You grow up knowing that marriage, your woman is somewhere there growing. But this marriage of love, I feel like marriage of love is not working out. Marriage of knowing that somebody will be your wife and somebody will be your husband, I feel like it was the best. Marriage of love doesn't work, I feel like. Because there's cheating in this marriage of love, there's breaking up, there's divorce in this marriage of love. Then me, I have to wait till I get somebody who loves me or somebody I love, then I give birth. African tradition society was so arranged, man. Africans were smart people, yes. Africans were really smart people, ancestors. Yes, they may have been lacking in some things, like in technology. I feel like the sector of technology is the most part that is hurting Africans, technology. But in other aspects, the Africans were really smart people. For real. By 18, I would be already having my own family. But now I am 28 years. I don't have a kid. I don't have a wife. I don't know if even I will have a kid. If I will have even a wife. It's not just me going to sleep with any woman because I feel now I'm desperate to have a kid, no. But I wish I was in the African tradition society, man. By 18, I would have already started life. But imagine now you have to go to campus. I finished campus when I'm 25 years. When you're already grown, 25, you're already grown. Imagine when you are growing up and your kids are growing. I don't want to give birth when I'm old. And now I'm in 60 years and my kid is 4 years. There's nothing wrong about it, but I would love to be while I'm still a youth and my kid is also there. Like I can sit with my kid and we discuss. Because me, I miss it. I miss it, and if I miss it, maybe I can have it with my kids. I'll never put my hands on my kids. I'll never put my hands on my kids. I'll never force my kids to do anything they don't want. I will always be there for my kids. Yeah? If I do something wrong, I will know that my kids growing, I just want to have a different life anyway. What are you talking about even? Do anything that I talk about makes sense? Does it make sense? Are you even good in English? The English that you use. I don't need to be good in English. I just need to know how to express myself, how to express my emotions, my thoughts. English is a language. So, I've told you about how I don't feel good to be eating food from home, even though it's home, my parents' home. But they bought 1 kilogram of rice, man, and the whole family has to eat on that. It's a burden if you are grown. At least the kids would be having it, not me inclusive. Oh, life. Oh, life. Oh, life. What is that about life? How can somebody make life? How can one make life? Not just about giving birth, not just about being born. How can somebody have a life? How can one have a life for himself? So, I think high of myself. Yes, I think high of myself. But I'm living in this country called Uganda. It doesn't take away the reality in Uganda. So in Uganda, there's the main hospital is called Mulago Hospital. Mulago Hospital, man. Have you ever gone to Mulago Hospital, man? If you ever get time, you go to Mulago Hospital and you see, man, something in the reality. Africa is rich. That's what they tell you. That's what we know. But then why are we Africans still suffering? Why do we Africans have presidents that are very old, that don't even care about their countries? For them, they care about power. They care about showing that they're in the power. You go to Mulago right now. If you can, you go to Mulago and you see what's there. You ever go to Mulago and see what is there? Do you think your life is more important than those other people? Do you think your life is most precious? Do you think you are the most person who contributes to this world more than anybody else? Mulago Hospital, man, it should be like the main hospital that treats people. But every time you hear a patient going to Mulago, you feel like you are scared. Every time you see somebody going to Mulago, you feel scared. African countries, man. We love our countries. But our countries, man, make us hate them. And you cannot blame them. You are complaining about African presidents staying in power, overstaying in power. Yet they know they cannot do it anymore. Why do these African leaders don't have a heart of Africa? Why? I ask myself, they have everything. Let's say like Museveni is the president of Uganda. Museveni has everything. Everything Museveni has it. Everything. So what does he still want, man? He has the authority he wants. Yes, he can close this road for over 30 minutes for him to pass. But what does he want? Why does he want people in poverty? Why does he want people to suffer? So that it's a section of people. I should not be talking about this. You know, like these platforms have censorship. So I have to be careful on what I speak. Even if it's not hate speech. And sometimes I need to speak of the things that I see in reality. Then they will be considered hate speech. because I should not be speaking about them. With the censorship, there's no freedom of speech. There's no freedom of speech. So I have to be protective of my channel, because if I say some things that I see, that I feel like I should not be speaking about because there's censorship, so I should close my mouth. Like somehow these people say I should shut up. I should shut up and I don't speak about politics. Yet politics affects me. You shut up, don't speak about politics. That's what they will say. Don't involve yourself in politics. No, 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 no. Politics is a dirty game. Don't involve yourself in the politics. Oh, I'm not involved in the politics. I should not get involved in the politics. But when you go to Mulago and you have a patient, you have somebody who is sick, a patient. Or when you go to Mulago and when you are the one who is sick, and there's no medicine in Mulago, will you be accountable because you didn't involve yourself in politics? Or because you didn't know what is happening in your country? Or because you support the president who is a president of the country? But when things reach and you need the public services, what will you do if you don't involve yourself in the politics for real? I'm just asking you that question. So it's everybody's right, and it's everybody's, how can I call it? Like, is it a commandment? Is it responsibility to engage in the politics of your country? You need to know how your country is doing. You need to know if there is medicine. You need to know if the roads are constructed. You need to know, like, the schools, okay, but me, I'm somehow disagree with the schools because of me being a free mind, and I feel like school is a prison of the mind. They put people in the same place for over 10 years. But of course, school is also good, but me somehow I disagree with it, but it doesn't make it like you should not go away. Do we have jobs? Have you ever had an African country, or the president coming out to say like, Uganda has created these jobs? They don't create jobs. And kids are graduating every day. And then they come out and they say unemployment. But they don't even create the jobs, these African people. The Africans, the black people. They just wait for the Indians to come. They wait for the Americans to come. They just have to wait for the Chinese to come. And they create jobs. For them, they don't. Oh my God. I should be speaking about these things. Censorship. Censorship doesn't allow me to speak about the politics in my country. I should not speak about the politics because I know they abduct people. If you start speaking about politics, you know that you stand a risk of being abducted. The people in the government may come and abduct you. Because now you're starting speaking about sensitive things. You should not speak about the corruption that happens in Africa. I've also ever involved in corruption. If you stand by the road and you don't have the requirements and the traffic officer tells you that you are going to take this car to the police and you give the traffic officer 20,000 Ugandan shillings, that's corruption. So almost everybody engages in corruption. Almost. I've ever engaged in corruption. Because there's a time when I wanted to have a job and I missed. So I went to the police and I paid this guy 10,000 Ugandan shillings to give me a report that shows that I was sick or something. That's also corruption. So, but I'm not talking about the corruption where like the money is meant to construct roads. The money is meant to construct. Me, I disagree with the schools. But it doesn't mean like the schools should not be there. I just disagree that they keep us captives. Anyway, away from all that, I just need to to know that I'm now grown. I'm 28 years. What should I be having in life? How is my life supposed to be? If I compare myself with the 28 years who are out there, if I compare myself, I don't like comparing myself to other people. But sometimes for accountability, I like to do it and I see how are they doing for them. What route is my life taking? That's what I ask myself, like, what route is my life taking? It's not about just my life only, but because my life is the one which is there, I ask myself that question. I need to be drinking some water. Whenever I drink some water, I feel like I am okay for real. But seriously, how am I going to survive? But seriously, how? I told you already. I heard today my mother saying that we don't have food at home. It pains me as the oldest to hear my mother saying that there's no food at home, and I wish I could contribute something. I wish I was a successful child of theirs. I wish I had a successful life. I wish they could be ever there to see me successful. I am already successful in my brain because I believe high of myself. Because I think to grow rich. But I would wish to be real, like real successful. I know their wishes to ever see me that I can take care of after myself. I always tell people that take care after yourself. Take good care after yourself. But I wish that's like, I think the wish of every parent to be rest assured that their kid can look after themselves. Yeah. So I wish I had a way. But don't ever forget, me, I'm coming from Uganda, Africa. Uganda is Africa. When you hear about Africa, everything they say about Africa, then there's me in Uganda, the real Africa. Yes, there's so many real rich people in here, but don't ever forget about me. I am rich in the mind. Oh my God. But life is very hard. Why is life like this? The people in America, for them, they have dreams. The people in the United States of America, for them, they have dreams. They just after dreams. They're just after careers. I was reading somewhere else, they have babies who make millions. Kids start making millions when they are even babies in America. They be acting in movies and they be making money. But here in Africa, man, you reach 25, you never even made any money. Why does Africa never change? Why does Africa never change, man? Why? All the leaders that come, it's like they have the same spirit of just making Africa. To be Africa, Africa, like Uganda has to be Uganda. I don't know how all these people even get their money, man, to buy a car. Oh God. Sometimes I get out of what to say. But I have to be talking. This is how I talk. This is how my video is. The other time somebody came and told me, I loved your unediting. You mean I unedit? You mean like the video is unedited? For you, what you are thinking about is the video is unedited. Me, I'm trying to bring out my emotions. Me, I'm trying to bring out my life. And for you, all you are thinking about is editing. For him, what he thinks about the other guy who came and commented on this YouTube channel. There's a video he came and commented. I love I know he was mocking me, but he said it in a way like he's writing a positive comment. But of course, I'm a human being and I'm very smart. I can know when you're giving me positive credit or you're giving me credit that is trying to mock me. For him, he's saying like, like most of the videos they watch, they are edited videos. For them, they don't like real things. You think I don't know how to edit? I know how to edit very well, very, very well. But sometimes I want my videos to be real. I'm trying to bring out my self-confidence. I'm trying to bring out my emotions. Trying to learn how to express myself. Trying to learn how to see things and I talk about them. And for him, he's telling me about editing. Because for them, it's about editing. Fact. For them, they don't like real things. All they care about is fake things. But I forgive him. Maybe I'm just harsh on him. But I had to tell him, but me, I care about real things. My video is not edited because it's not edited. There's no part in my video that I can edit out. No. Because every part in the video, I have an attachment to it. I rewatch the videos. Some other guy was telling me, if you could rewatch your videos and you see what you're saying, oh, so I should judge myself according to what I'm saying. I'm out of that place where I judge myself. I talked about it that I judge myself a lot. Don't make me repeat it. That you want to remind me that I judge myself a lot. Don't remind me of that. Because I'm okay. I will learn to accept myself the way I am. And my videos are not edited. I will edit. There's videos that I edit. There's videos that I don't edit. These videos will not be edited. Yes. Because I love real things. I love to connect with the real world. Yes. Now we're in war with AI. Artificial intelligence is everywhere. And you want me to edit my video? Yeah? So I had to talk about it. I just remembered. Anyway, I don't like to speak about myself only. I should be talking about people. What is affecting people in my country? Yes, I've talked about what affects me, but there's what affects the people in my country. I don't like to scale my video, but I live in this country, man. Maybe my country needs my voice. I need to be talking of the issues that affect the people in my country. Yes, the jobs, unemployment is there because our governments, our African governments, they don't create jobs, and nobody comes out to even question them how many jobs they created. Oh, okay, there's jam here. There is jam here. I was telling you. Nobody like asks even the government how many jobs you have created. I love confident people, man. Whenever I see somebody confident, I feel very happy. To see somebody confident, I feel like attracted. It's not about sexuality whenever you feel you're attracted. Like confidence is a spirit. When you see somebody confident, you feel happy. I've just seen somebody confident walking and I felt attracted. Because I also want to be confident. I really want to be confident in myself. Some guy was telling me that my issue is that I concentrate on the outside world. The thing that is standing in my confidence is sometimes I concentrate on the outside world, which I should not be doing. I should just be, okay, I should know like the outside world exists, but I should shut it. I should shut the outside world and I just know like, yes, it exists. I see everything that happens, but I should just focus on myself. Not myself. I want to take of things that affect the people that I live in the country where I live. Yes, my videos, I don't want to scale my video, but Of course, I come from a certain country. I need to do things for people, to have a voice. It's not just me coming here to talk, no? Maybe I should have a higher purpose. Maybe I should have a higher purpose of representing people, of talking things that affect people. I've talked about things that affect me. Everybody, I think, knows about the things that affect me. And I believe we will find a solution. But what about those people who don't have a voice? And me, I can use this platform as a voice. I think I would love to look into that. Yeah, I think I would love to look into that. Yeah. So I will be talking about myself, and then I talk about things that affect my people according to my eyes, according to what I see, not according to what I hear. Because in the lies are everywhere. And I don't want to come here to say like I'm talking about things that affect people and I'm talking about lies. Me, the first thing that I know affects the people in my country is unemployment. Because our governments in Africa are irresponsible. They don't create jobs. Even if they create jobs, they give them to a few. The tribalism. And they don't want to talk about it because they know it's there. So I should not talk about tribalism. Yes, I know it's there. I'm not dividing people. No? I'm not dividing people. But if I see tribalism, I should not talk about it. Because if you talk about it, you will be dividing people. No. The truth. It's the time for the world to have people who tell the truth, no matter what. It's the time for the world to have people who are real. It's the time for the world to have real people. No more pretending. No more being scumbags. No more being conmen. Real people only. Real. I also want to be real. Real. Living in your truth. That's what I want, to live in my truth. To live my life in boldness, to live my life in confidence. And then again to represent people. Yeah, so when you get time, visit Mulago Hospital. Go and do some donations in Mulago Hospital. I'm talking about Mulago because it's the biggest hospital. Then there is Chirudu. This doesn't mean that I'm talking about only people coming from Uganda, who are coming from Uganda. No. Even if you're traveling and you come to Uganda, you should go to the main hospitals in Africa and you see how are the conditions there. These tourists, I feel very bad that every time I see people touring Africa, for them they just go to national parks. The tourists who come in Uganda, the tourists who come in Africa, you go to the main hospitals. You go there. Not just going to the game parks, not just going to river falls, not just going to visit water bodies and all that. Sometimes you come in Uganda or you go to any other African country, but because me, I'm coming from Uganda, I'll talk about Uganda. You come to Uganda if you are visiting Uganda, if you're coming for tourism, and you go to the main hospital. Let me give you a clue. There's Mulago and Chirudu. I don't know if the one reading it. Yes, but I know Mulago is right. Mulago or Chirudu, you go there and you see how the lives, how Africans are. I will not say that they are suffering, no. I will just want you to go there to visit Mulago one day and you see for yourself. Because if I come and I tell for them, you'll be like, what is this guy talking about? But you get time and you visit the main hospitals, man. So, stop coming to Africa, stop coming to Uganda for just touring about your own self. Come to tour, then you touch other people's lives. Going to game parks, to see wild animals, to me sometimes it doesn't make sense to me. Yes, to me like me, but that's my opinion. It's not your opinion. And my opinion should not influence anybody. Whenever I'm crossing the road, I should be very careful. Because crossing the road. But yeah, I'm trying to talk of things that affect other people as well. Because I was talking about myself only, and it doesn't give me purpose every time I talk about myself only. I will be talking about myself, talking about the things that affect the people. Okay, not affecting the people, talking about things that I see that affect people. Unemployment and health is really some strong thing. So, one again, this is the place where I come most of the times, and it's a street setting. It's all a form of me expressing my self-confidence to build up my life and to know like I will be a purpose. I will be a pillar. I will be a pillar in life. Who knows about my life? Who knows about your life? Who knows what will ever come in life? Who really knows? Who really knows what tomorrow will bring about? Who really knows? I wish I knew. I just wish I knew. But it's all just me wishing, wishful thinking. I really wish I knew for real what tomorrow will bring. I wish I knew. I wish I could get visions in my head that can tell me how things can change. Because I need to change. Yes, I'll talk about the things that affect the people in my country. But then I will not forget about my life. Yes. Anyway, away from that, life is amazing because every corner you see, there's a person coming from there. How does the world get to be filled with all these people? If you get to know like everybody is born, right? A man and woman have to have sex and they bring somebody in life. So you mean everybody that I'm saying is from that act? Everybody that I get to be seeing is from that act. Every corner you see there's somebody coming out from there. Every corner. And these are all human beings, and these are all people having conscience. And I believe they are all smart. I believe everybody is smart. Everybody is smart. I believe we are human beings. We can do more things. Though we have a challenge of being controlled. We have a challenge of being brainwashed. You never know that you are being brainwashed until you get to know like, okay, I was being brainwashed. Yes, I was being brainwashed that I need to study for 50 years to be able to do something. No. I know I can do something from the right time. I was born. Okay. Sometimes I get to be seen by a lot of people. Yes, I know you should never care what other people think about you. You should never care about what, maybe the way they look at you. But sometimes it's tiresome. Because it's tiresome to be confident. It's tiresome to be a light. It's really tiresome. But what are you gonna do? What you're gonna do, you're gonna be living your life. You're gonna live your life. You're gonna go after your dreams. There's a dream in your heart that you need to be going after. We live in economies, we live in capitalism. We live in where the governments manipulate us. We live in where schools brainwash us. But there's something that is within your heart. I'm also learning. I know like I have a heart in me. But it will be just good. It will be so amazing to be able to tap in your heart, to be able to draw out something from your heart. Yeah, I need to be able to tap into my heart. There's a good side in the heart and there's a bad side in the heart. Sometimes it can be all about the context, but I need to be able to use the heart. The heart is not for pumping blood only, no. I feel like the heart can do something else spiritually. You mean like if like I'm to be alive, my heart is just pumping blood? No. My soul is in the heart somehow. So I need to be using my heart to change my life too. Every time I'm coming, this saying I read on the road, wish well for others so that well will be will come to you. If you wish well, if like let me say, if I wish health for others, of course health will come to me. If I wish richness for others, it will also come to my side. If I wish, oh, okay, I was making this video, but because I need to see where I'm going, sometimes I don't look in the camera. But this, when I need to say something that I really feel, when I need to say something that comes straight from my heart, I need to be looking in the camera to express it. I was telling you, okay, these guys are coming out. Oh, I am in an environment where I'm a stranger. This environment, I am a stranger in this environment. By the way I act, you may think I am one of them. But because there's some idea that I have in my head, and nobody's gonna execute that idea for me, apart from me myself to execute it. So I will come in the environments where I don't even belong. For as long as I've worked on that idea, for as long as I've worked on that dream, I've played my part. My dream is upon it to either come true or whatever it does. But my dream will never say that I didn't work on it. My dream will never come out and they say I didn't work on my dream. I've worked on my dream. I've worked on my ideas. Yes. A time will come when I'm working on my family, which I want now because I'm 28 years, man. I need to have a woman. It's not like a must. But life without a woman is not good, man. Okay, to me, as me. Yes, my ex disorganized me, but that was her. I should not judge other women according to the way my ex treated me. Because she's there already enjoying her life. Anyway, I don't know if I made sense in everything that I said here. I don't know if I ever made sense. But life is good. Life is amazing. Life is a gift. Life is challenges. Life is money. Life is being broke. Life is being doubtful. Life is being empty stomach. Life is being full stomach. What do I know about life? All I know about life is it's amazing. Because you see things and you laugh. You see things and you cry. You see things and you wonder. By the end of the day. But always remember, when you are grown, at the end of the day, there is eating. At the end of the day, there's sleeping. At the end of the day, if you have responsibilities, there is money in life. At the end of the day, there is money in life. Even if I talk how and I don't engage money in my life, that doesn't take away the fact that the system we live in is for money. Always make sure that you have something that brings money into your life. Because me, I've struggled. I'm still struggling. I believe I will overcome it because the future is bright. The future is really bright, for real. Always make sure that you have something that's gonna make money for you. That's why I was really angry. Because for the Americans, the people in the United States, for them they can begin careers from baby stage. All these movies we watch, those people are already paid real money to act in those movies. If there's a way in Africa where we could also start earning when we are still very young. I did not need to be completed university when I'm 25 years. Then I start thinking of how I'm going to figure out my life. No, I feel like Africa we can change and we have kids in careers since day one. School is not bad, but as long as somebody is doing school while they're doing a career, something that can make money for him, that's something that can bring money. Because the Americans are beating us in making money because they know how to make money. That's how they are beating us. They are still beating us in making money. Because for them, they start making money when they are still young. Look at somebody like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is how many years? 2025. If you're watching this video in 2025, how old is Justin Bieber? Me, I'm 28 years. How can you compare me to Justin Bieber? Even though I don't like comparisons with other people, yeah? But how can you compare me with Justin Bieber? How can you compare me with 28-year-old people in America? How can you compare me with them? Of course, they will be richer than me. Why should they be richer than me if I can compete like them? If I can compete. So I feel sad that we live in Africa and Africa doesn't change. Yes, education is good, but it makes us poor. The whites brought us education, yes, good, but we are so into education. Well, I don't know if it's only me, but anyway, life is like this. Life will change, I believe. But of course, you have to say things that you see are not good. My kids, my siblings, younger siblings, are doing the same thing that I did, of staying in school only. When they come back at home, they just be there and they watch TV, because there's nothing, these governments of Africa, there's nothing they do to involve the kids when they are still young into making money, into being able to make money, into having something that can make you money, not just a job. I'm 28 years old and I'm still seeking for a job. Does it make sense? It doesn't even make sense. How will I ever be even in those? By the time those people in America come to Africa, they will be touring, and me, what will I even? I think good of myself. I think the future is bright, but I feel I'll talk of the things that I feel are not fair in Africa. I wish good for you. I wish good to happen in your life. I wish health. I wish money. I wish all those good things to happen in your life. I pray for you to ever find happiness. What is that you are looking in your life? What is keeping you alive? Why do you wake up every day? That's what I'm praying for you to ever find. I'm also trying to seek for it. I don't know if there's power here. Oh my God. I think there's no power here. Oh, I think there's no power. There's no power here, but I think it's time for me to tell you that I love you. I spread love, I don't spread hate. The freedom of speech, sometimes when you are expressing your freedom of speech, sometimes you have to get into things that feel uncomfortable. But it's not hate speech. It's not hate speech. It's trying to express yourself. So I love you. Take good care after yourself. I'm gonna try to look after myself too, though it's very hard. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. My reality, when I'm in the video, I'm a different person from when I'm not in the video. When I'm in the video, it's my eye, it's my mind, it's my ideas. It's somebody who is trying to be somebody. Oh, I feel very tired. It was a long distance, being seen at, being looked at. Those people, they see me. They see me struggling with this, because I'm coming from a country in Uganda where I don't see anything for real, where to begin from. And if I can make a video, at least a video can give me something where I can begin from. It's a free entry. I don't need to know anybody in Uganda to make a video. I don't need to be coming from a certain tribe in Uganda to make a video. I don't need to be having a certain level of education to make a video. So I believe in those things that give somebody an opportunity to just go without even having connected, without being born from one tribe, without being connected to the government, without being the smartest person in the world. All I need is an opportunity. Let me grow. You give me an opportunity to grow. Those Americans, for them, they are given opportunities to grow in movies, in their career. For them, they are like that. But me, I'm not coming from America. I'm coming from Africa. So I'm trying to look for all these things that can give me a free entry. Things that don't require me to be like a certain level. Things that give me free entry. Yeah. Things that don't, okay, to film you need a camera and all that. Yes, but I'm using this camera that I have. So anyway, I love you. Take good care after yourself. Believe in your life. Believe in yourself. We are gonna make this. We are gonna be some people. We are gonna be somebody in the world. Yeah, we will be somebody in the world. Our dreams will come true. God will help us. I didn't even talk about God in the video. God, Allah will help us. Will work with us. Will work with you. Let God be with you. Let Allah be with you. Whatever you believe in, let it be with you. I love you. Take good care after yourself.